Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabans. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a great show for y'all, but before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. So I just came across a wonderful audio here that I got from a recent visit that All the Smoke podcast, Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes did on Gil's Arena. They did a show where they had a bunch of different NBA players come on, like Tim Hardaway, these guys. I think Joakim Noah, or I could be wrong. I forgot who else came, but they had a bunch of guys. I don't know where they shot these series of shows. Anyway, so they brought on Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes, right? And they brought them on there to talk about how All the Smoke started. Do NBA players love the game? Where's the league right now? A whole bunch of different things. So Rashad McCants, shout out to Rashad McCants. He brought it up in a slick type way where he was talking about how with Gil's Arena and so many other player podcasts, they can go out there and have these unfiltered conversations and give you guys real takes on what NBA players feel about certain topics, like the greatest players of all time. And he brought up the thing about Kobe Bryant, right? And I was like, this is interesting, right? Because now we have a different set of NBA players on this show, because usually when I say I got Kobe here, and I'm arguing back and forth with Gil, they'll hit you with the, oh man, you ain't playing the NBA, so shut up, you ain't playing the NBA. So it's quite refreshing when you see other NBA players come out here and express views that are similar to mine. And I'm like, well, interesting. Well, they played in the NBA too. So how does it work now, right? So they were talking, and then Rashad McCants, in a slick way, brings up the thing about where does these guys rank, Jordan, Kobe, and LeBron. And they asked Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes to kind of rank them. And let me just say what he said kind of left some of those guys on the set not feeling too comfortable. And those guys, I mean by Gilbert Arenas. Take a listen to what these guys had to say here.
We can really debate the talking in the mother basement. We all going back and forth. You know, like a question like, hey, man, is it Kobe or is it LeBron?
Yeah.
Tell me why.
Yeah.
It's Kobe.
You know what I'm saying? Is it Kobe? Like, some of us know that answer right off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when we had that conversation, though,
Matt,
it gets real uncomfortable,
like
don't
Kobe?
it?
I mean, he was a killer. His body of work, he rode the ship till the ship sunk. He didn't make a move to go chase nothing. The work he put in, the teams he took there, to be able to do it without Shaq, to be able to play through the injuries I seen him play through. He was just a killer. All around, and again, that's not knocking what LeBron has been able to accomplish, because he's, to me,
Nah, we can't do that.
I feel like
We in the bag, we get it.
I feel like you can. I feel the three greatest players of all time are MJ, Kobe, and Bron. So to me, you can throw any of those three up, and however you slot them, I don't have an issue with that. But I just, it's weird that I feel like the outside, the non-athlete media always kind of leaves Kobe out of the top 5 or sometimes the top 10, and it's crazy because the guys that played with him or against him understand what he was about, understand that drive and that killer he had. But again, to me, that's not knocking, because I think Kobe is ahead of Bron. That doesn't mean I dislike Bron. I think Bron is incredible, and for him to still be doing what he's done and the doors he's opened, and he's got his son on the team, and he's going to be an owner. He's going to be the owner of the Vegas franchise when that like he's done. We normally don't get opportunities to do. So I think as far as on and off the court, I think Bron is probably the all-time GOAT, but I just think when it comes to basketball, I think it's MJ, Kobe, and then Bron is a respectful third.
All day long.
So you heard what they had to say. Okay? Matt Barnes said he ranks Kobe above LeBron. So did Steven Jackson. Now, I know for LeBron fans, that's a little weird, right? And they'll probably say, oh, Steven Jackson is a hater of LeBron. Oh, Matt Barnes is a hater of LeBron. Okay, fine, fair enough. But then couldn't I turn around and say, well, all of those guys that rank LeBron over Kobe are haters of Kobe? Isn't that plausible? I mean, if you're saying that these guys are haters of LeBron, hence the reason they're ranking Kobe over him, then Can I say the same thing? The second thing, they didn't even mention stats. Now, stats are a funny thing. And I was watching a clip from Too Raw. He was mentioning this today, Too Raw for TV. But we all know this. Like Kenny Smith said, there are 3 types of lies. They're lies, damn lies, and stats. Stats can tell you any story they want you to tell. They want to tell you. It's one of the reasons why this guy, one of these jokers, went up there on ESPN a number of years ago and tried to put up a stat that said, what's the player that he said is more clutch than Kobe Bryant? One role player. And then he's like, well, he said, look, the stats show that Dirk Nowitzki is more clutch than Kobe, but at the top of this list, it was a role player. He just picked a certain set of stats that would paint whatever narrative he wanted, and Tracy McGrady called him on it. Like, bro, no, explain that. He couldn't explain it, right? This is the reason why it's important to take in the eye test. I'm not just saying Kobe's better because of numbers. I'm not saying LeBron is not as good as Kobe because of numbers. I'm saying it because I saw them both play. I saw them play. And when you watch players play, you will understand what the hell is going on. You can't evaluate a game or do a post-game analysis of a game that you didn't watch and try to tell a story from the box score. No, that doesn't tell the story. It doesn't. When you watch the game, then you add in the stats. The stats give it context to what you're watching, but the footage is where it lies. And these guys know when they watch the footage and they play against Kobe, they know he's better. Period. Even LeBron said Kobe was better than him. All the way to 2010, LeBron was saying that. I know that's a shocker because lion-ass Draymond Green and Nick Wright and all of them are talking about LeBron, the best player when he got in the NBA. How? How was he the best player at the moment he walked into the NBA? He didn't even make the All-Star team as a rookie. What are we talking about? LeBron walked into the NBA. He was better than AI. He was better than Tim Duncan. He was better than Shaq. He was better than Vince Carter. He was better than Paul Pierce. He was better than Kobe Bryant. Like, yo, what are we talking about? Like, what are we doing right now? So what I loved was the fact that they got another set of NBA players to come on there and give you a different view. That's what it should be. You should get different people with different views and get them to talk about the sport. Don't just get a whole bunch of like-minded people in the room and create an echo chamber where all of you guys are just saying the same things. Right? It's one of the reasons why you will never see people like myself and others on ESPN ever. Because if we go up there and we start giving our views, it's going to be different than the narratives that they want to propagate. ESPN is the LeBron James network, just like CNN is for the Democrats or whatever, or the Fox News is for the conservatives and the Republicans. That's what ESPN is when it comes to this debate. And that's the reason why you can see a guy like PK Subban, I hope I pronounced his last name right. Somebody sent me the pronunciation of his name. He's making so much headlines. I picked Kobe up and they're like, what? They let him all out? Who let this guy in the room? Get him out of here. Bring in twerking ass somebody else. Let somebody else come and twerk. Give him some honey and twerk for us. You let him in here? He's not supposed to be saying that. This is going against the narrative. He's not twerking. He can't come back here. No, he's not allowed to be on this network. So look, that's what I enjoyed about it. And I have Kobe ahead of LeBron. I don't even have LeBron in my top 5 no more. I don't. That dude antics is way too much for me. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you on the next show and I'm out. Peace.